Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to be going over adding buy buttons to like your blog or your website. This is really going to be an informative video if you don't know that this is an option, especially if you're a blogger or if you have created a blog for your business, or maybe you're, wanting to look into other streams of income. Creating a blog is another way to definitely do that. So if you are interested in how you can add a buy button to your blog to generate more sales and also make your customer experience a lot more seamless, then stay tuned. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and let's get right into it. So as you can see on the screen, buy buttons help you add your products to your external website and blog posts. They also make purchasing the products easier for customers by removing the need to go to a separate page to finalize the order. Now, this is huge. A lot of times when you go to blogs, you may see certain ads on the blog, and then you also may read about a certain product that's being promoted. And typically on blogs, you'll see like a link to assist you with checking out the product, finding out more information, or even purchasing the product. However, Shopify has an option where you can actually add a buy button right on your blog. That way, customers don't necessarily have to go to that link and open another page in their browser. They can literally stay on your blog, continue reading, and decide to purchase the product that you mentioned in your blog or the product that you are promoting without necessarily leaving. Now, that's huge because a lot of customers don't like going to another website. And even if they go to another website, sometimes it can be hard to get right back to the same spot that you were on in that blog. So I'm going to read a little bit more. So to kind of give you an example, for example, if Finn sells clothing and accessories for sun protection, they create a buy button for their best-selling sun hat. Fan writes a blog post on WordPress about the risk of sunburn even on a cloudy day and adds the buy button to the blog post. So when someone is reading the blog post or when someone reads the blog post, they can choose to buy the sun hat by clicking on the buy button. So they can complete their order without leaving the blog. Now, like I was just saying, sometimes when I go to a blog and I'm reading and I do click on the link to either purchase a product or find more information out about the product, it takes me to a different page. It takes me typically to the website. And so after you look at the website, if you decide to purchase, that's cool. If you decide that you didn't want to, you may want to go back to that blog and still read more information. And sometimes if you weren't careful, it may be difficult to get right back to the same spot that you were on the blog. And so I know it may not seem like a big deal, but trust me, when you're in the process of, just reviewing different things on your phone, researching, shopping, anything that can make your experience more enjoyable and more seamless is definitely worth the investment. It's worth taking time to look into. So if you do have a blog on like Wix or anything like that, then this would, or WordPress, then this would be a great option for you. There's also some customers that have blogs and they are wanting to transition to an online store like a website, but they're not really too sure. This is a great way to kind of get your feet wet. This is a great way to integrate your blog and also the products that you do anticipate to sell. So if you have a following right now with your blog and you're wanting to get into selling hair extensions, for an example, and you write a few articles about selling hair extensions and you write a few articles about the research that you've done on different textures and the quality and things like that, and you let your readers know that you found a really, really great vendor, you found quality hair, you're interested in selling the hair, and you like their feedback or you like their support, whatever, and you put that button there, that's going to be a great segue to kind of get your readers used to shopping your products. And it's going to be a great way to introduce your readers to your products in a different way. Not saying that this buy button is new, because it's not new, but a lot of blogs don't have that option. Also, you can track your buy button orders from your Shopify admin. So I think that's really, really cool. Sometimes, depending on the e-commerce site that you are using, you can tell where your traffic is coming from. So say that I don't have a buy button, just, say I'm posting on my blog and I write about a certain product or service that I'm offering, and I want to take a look to see, how many people that have been reading my blog actually went from my blog to purchase on my website. I can see the analytics on my Shopify account. If you don't have Shopify, it's not too late. Click the link down below, choose the plan that works well for you and your business, and there may be a free trial. As you can see on the screen, the buy button sales channel is included in all Shopify plans. So if you already have a Shopify plan, you can definitely look at incorporating the buy button. Now, Shopify is really, really great with tutorials and explaining how to use their services. Some e-commerce sites are not. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not going to name anyone specific, or any company specific, but a lot of e-commerce sites don't really give you all of the tools that you need to be successful. They may allow you to sell on their platform, and they may allow you to do, customize a few themes and things like that. But when you are really wanting to grow your website, it's important to really dive into what your e-commerce site is going to offer you. You may not have, any intention on, say you're blogger. You may not have any intention at this point on selling any products on your blog, but it's still good to know that if you wanted to develop your blog into actually adding products or having products, that's an option, and it is an option through Shopify. So on this page, on the screen, you can kind of see how it looks as far as the add to cart or the buy now button. You can also customize the button. So I believe you can customize what it says as well as like the colors and things like that. So you can customize it. But I think that this is a good way to generate more sales, just knowing that your customer doesn't necessarily have to leave that page in order to purchase and check out. They can still read your blog post. They can still, watch the ads, because a lot of when you are a blogger, the way that you do get paid a lot of times is through sponsorships. So if you're writing an article about a certain product or service, and also through advertisements. So the ads or the commercials that you are putting on your page. So you can still utilize that and get as many viewers on your blog and to the ads and things like that, while still converting your viewers or your readers into your customers. So here it just goes over how you can customize the buy button. How you can create a buy button for a single product, how you can create a buy button for a collection. So like I mentioned, Shopify is really, really good with showing you step by step how to code your buttons, how to customize the buttons, how to add the buttons, and things like that. I think it's a really, really cool feature and a cool option. That's why I do talk a lot about Shopify, because honestly, like I've said in a lot of videos, Shopify really does make it seamless. And they really do, they're really good at developing different tools and just coming up with different ways to help entrepreneurs grow their business. Like they really do. So here kind of goes over the layout style. So like I mentioned, you can customize the buy button. You can also choose the layout style. They have different options to choose from. So basic is the first one that they're going over. Now you can also choose what you want to happen when a customer or a reader clicks the buy button. So you can choose what you want to happen. Do you want them to go directly to the checkout? Do you want them to read more about the product? So you can kind of play around with it and find out what works best for you. A blog is a really good way to spread more awareness about your brand. Especially if you are sharing really good information and really good tools, and you're generating repeat, or you're generating awareness, whether it's repeat readers, whether they're brand new readers, or both. That would be the goal. It's a really, really good way to get your name out there. And so a lot of people do have blogs, but I wanted to just bring this to your attention that you can add a buy button and actually have products listed on the blog without having to leave like a link and having your readers go to a completely different page, and then risking them not going back to your blog, or risking them not being able to find the blog and things like that. So here I'm just scrolling through some of the frequently asked questions that Shopify lists. And so you're not going to just be alone. Shopify is not just going to leave you hanging. If you do have questions, you can always reach out. And a lot of the information, like a lot of the questions that you may have, will be available in the Shopify Help Center. So I'm still just scrolling down a few sections on the page just so that you can kind of see more information if anything catches your eye. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you the price. So like I mentioned, the buy button is going to work with pretty much any Shopify plan that you currently have. But you also can add the Shopify buy button on your website or blog for $9 a month. $9 a month through Shopify. That is a tremendous price for the value that you receive. I'm not just a price-driven person. I'm about value. And I wouldn't make this video if I didn't see the value. There's a lot of people that reach out to me for drop shipping that have Wix. So I know Wix is a popular e-commerce site or a popular I don't know if a lot of the customers that are reaching, well, no, they actually do use, I was going to say, I'm not sure if they have a blog and also a website or if it's just primarily blogs or websites, but a lot of the people that reach out, they are already selling hair extensions. So it is an e-commerce site. So Wix is pretty popular. So the fact that you can add, if you are using Wix for like your blog or even your website, the fact that you can add a Shopify button for your products is amazing, especially for $9. Here's just kind of going over some of the perks that you get with the $9. And it also goes over some numbers to show you the successes on Shopify. Now, there's no coincidence, in my opinion, why Shopify is doing really well. And a lot of people that are on Shopify are doing well because of the tools that Shopify lays out. It also goes over WordPress, how you can add that button there, and Squarespace. So like I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you are interested in creating a Shopify account, creating a Shopify website, adding a Shopify buy button to your website or your blog, click the link down below this video, choose the plan that's going to work best for you. There may be a free trial, and get started with it. Get started with it. I make videos all the time about different perks that Shopify has. And, it should tell you one thing, all the videos that I create regarding Shopify is that there's a lot of information and a lot of opportunities for growth when you do switch to Shopify. Now, I do want to say this. There's a lot of people that have created videos on their experience using Shopify, and they may discourage you from switching over by saying, well, I didn't really sell a lot my first month. I didn't sell a lot my first year or anything like that. But I do want to reiterate this. Switching over to any e-commerce site is not going to do all of the work for you. You still have to do the work, even for your blog. I'm sure if you're a blogger now, you understand and appreciate what I'm saying. You still have to do the work. I'm not saying switch over to Shopify. You're just going to become a millionaire overnight. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the fact that you have all of the tools necessary to become as successful as you want to become. A lot of e-commerce sites don't provide that, like I mentioned before. So the fact that there's different tools, you have analytics, you have all of your numbers laid out in front of you when you do log into your Shopify site. The fact that they do offer funding options. Some of the options, you don't even have to have a credit check. The fact that, like we're going over now, you can add a buy button. The fact that you can create a barcode for your products. The fact that you can get assistance with creating a logo. I mean, there's just so many different things. The fact that you can buy and sell different businesses. So if you're not happy with your store after 6 months or a year, or you're like, hey, this is something that I don't want to do, you have the option to go ahead and sell your website. So I personally use Shopify for my business just because I trust Shopify, and I'm really excited. And I'm pleased with all of the options that they continue to offer. I don't think that this option is necessarily new, but it's something that's new to me. I didn't know that this was an option. Typically, like I mentioned, on the blogs that I read and go through, I typically see ads, I see the blog, and I see different links to different websites here and there. So the fact that you can just add a seamless button and link your products there, I really feel like it's going to have a benefit with generating more orders for your business. And it's a great way to introduce your readers to your products and also to an online store if you are planning on opening one. So I hope that this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.